Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot predictions for Sunday, September the 2nd. We are going to go ahead and start off with Aries first, as usual. I have a routine. I like to follow the routine. That way everybody knows what to expect. Let's see what your card is, Aries. You guys have the Queen of Wands. This is talking about you, Aries, because you guys are in the Wands court. So this is just telling me that you, Aries, are going to be feeling like yourself. You're going to be feeling very comfortable in your own skin. You're going to be doing some things that are creative. The fact that we've got the Queen here means you're going to be doing some things that are nurturing. Now, nurturing can go a couple of ways. You can be doing things to nurture yourself. You can also be doing things to nurture others in your life, probably through your creative actions. Okay? So, very cool day for you, Aries. I like that. I like it when we get our own court card coming up. Talks about that we're being true to ourselves. So, good job. Next, we have Taurus. Taurus for Sunday, September the 2nd. You guys had a card that flipped out, and I wasn't going to take it because I thought, I don't like the way it flipped. But then when I tried to put it back in the deck, it literally flipped back out again that moment. So I guess we're going to take it after all. Hello there, Tammy Bambi. So Taurus, what you have showing up here is the Four of Cups in reverse. It did flip out in reverse at first, and it flipped out in reverse the second time as well, even though I had kind of twisted it, putting back into the deck. So when we've got the Four of Cups in reverse, what that just means, Taurus, is that there will be some obstacles. There will be some disappointments on the 2nd. However, you're going to be focused on the positive, and you're going to be focused on the opportunities. You're not going to be paying a lot of attention to any disappointments or obstacles that come up. You're just going to be still with your eyes on the prize, moving towards that. Okay? So that's for Taurus. Feel like there's pink there, maybe not. Hello there, Tammy Bambi. Glad to see you here. We've got a while for Capricorn. Gemini, you're up next for Sunday, September the 2nd. Thank you for the thumbs up. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right, so Geminis, what you have coming up is the Two of Arrows in reverse. This just tells me that you're dealing with some kind of confusion on Sunday. There is a decision that you want to make, but you're just not sure what would be the best direction to go with that decision, Geminis. Let me just break in here to say, when you have a decision to make and you're not sure which way to go, it's the perfect time to get a reading with Amista. Actually, or with any reader. There's plenty of work to go around, but I would prefer it if you would get it with me. All right, so that's for Gemini. Let's look at Cancers for Sunday, September the 2nd. Cancer card coming right up. Oh, Cancer's card flopped right out. What do we have? All right, so Cancers, you guys do have the Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Cancer, I'm really feeling like you're not too happy with somebody on Sunday, and I think you're also letting them know. I don't think you're like having a screaming fit or anything, but I think you're letting them know in subtle ways that I feel like they've crossed your boundaries in some way. They're in your bubble, bubble of space where you don't really want them, or you didn't really invite them, or they've done something to you that's offensive or insulting, and you're not trying to make a big deal about it, but you are in subtle ways letting them know that they're not welcome in that bubble of space anymore. If they ever were, they might have stepped over the line to get in there. But anyway, I think you're very subtly letting them know. This could be some classic passive aggression, but it feels a little bit more direct than that to me, but it also doesn't feel like you're coming out and saying, you're an a-hole, step off the curb, Jack, but you are just kind of putting up boundaries. You're saying that's enough. I don't want to do that anymore. You know, maybe you're not meeting them for coffee anymore or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to Leo. Leo. Thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. I do appreciate that. This is Leo for Sunday, September the 2nd. La da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da da da. Okay, so Leos, what you guys have showing up here is the Feralt in reverse. The Feralt is like the ultimate alchemist or healing woman. Let's feel around for this. What does this mean? What does this mean? Ooh. Okay, Leos, I think you are going to be doing some releasing and healing. Okay. So basically what I'm getting is you are going through a healing process on Sunday, but this may not feel like the most fun type of thing. Like this isn't where you have a Reiki session and you just feel so relaxed and peaceful, or where you get up from Reiki and you feel energetic and you could go clean all the houses on the block if you wanted to. This is some release. So this is, you know, this may be emotional healing where you're crying about something and just letting that feeling out. I really think that this is going to have something to do with crying. I'm just really focused on the vapors that are coming off of this cauldron. And, you know, when the card's in reverse, I look at how is gravity affecting the things in the card. So to me, I feel like this is like tears. So that's why I'm seeing like crying for you guys. But because it is on the Feralt card, this is crying that's a healing type of crying, okay? So it could be that some of you are grieving for somebody and, you know, not for somebody who just, like, I'm not saying somebody's dying tomorrow and you're grieving tomorrow, but for somebody that has passed, it may be that you're able to release some of those tears and grieve. And for some of you, this could be somebody who passed like years and years ago that you just have never really let yourself express those feelings to. It doesn't have to be anybody who even passed recently. You know, for some of you, maybe this will be someone who has already passed in the recent past, but it doesn't have to be. And it really doesn't even have to be about anybody who's passed. This does not have to be about grief at all. This could even be about, you know, the idea of maybe you had this really fabulous job that you liked and then the company went under. And so you're kind of grieving that you lost that position or, you know, something like that. I don't feel like I want to really hit this hard. I do not feel like this is something new happening that is making you cry on Sunday. I feel like your crying is a release of some kind of pain that you've been carrying around for a while, Leos. Okay, so I'm not forecasting any kind of new terribleness into your life, just some healing over some stuff that was disturbing that is, you know, not happening Sunday. It's happening before that has happened already. Okay, so some kind of healing and the release that you have, whether it's crying or whatever, is going to be a very healing release. Now, having said that, let me kind of redefine release. Okay, so release, crying is the perfect example of release, where we release emotions that are actually like coming out very literally with our bodily fluids as we're crying. Nose is probably running if we're really crying. This can also come up as trips to the bathroom. This can be a part of release too, of some old negative stuff that we're letting go. And this would be a release in a little bit more of an extreme way, but something that is bringing healing anyway. Those of you who are in Reiki classes, you may be getting an attunement that causes an extreme form of release for you, and you start to experience it Sunday. Sometimes Reiki attunements will do that to you. So anyway, that's what we've got for you, Leo, some kind of healing release on Sunday. All right. Excuse me. Let's look at Virgo for Sunday, September the 2nd. Happy birthday, Virgos. Those of you who would like to schedule a live reading with me, you do get a 25% discount as long as you schedule it within your sun sign time. As my way of saying happy birthday to you. So let's see what your card is, Virgos, for Sunday, September the 2nd. What we have coming up here, my dear, is you've got a Six of Cups showing up in reverse. To me, when I see a Six of Cups in reverse, this talks about memories of old times that we are so glad we're not in those old times anymore. In other words, not so good memories. Okay. A lot of times when we have a Six of Cups in reverse, the reason we're having those not so good memories is because somebody from that time frame in our past is showing up and bringing those memories up. So you could be having somebody come back from your past that you're not so happy or thrilled to see on Sunday, Virgos. Libra, Libra. Sunday, September the 2nd for Libra. Gosh, I'm a month behind. Let's see what comes up for Libras. La, da, da, da. I smell rain. It hasn't rained here yet, but I smell rain. Libras, you're about to come into a very productive time. I can tell you that much just from smelling that right now. Okay, so Libras, what you got is my abundance card in reverse. This tells me that Sunday you feel like your back's against the wall as far as having enough. You may feel like you don't have enough to do everything that you want. I'm telling you, though, I smell rain. You have a very productive time coming. To me, this not having enough, this is a very temporary situation. Also, what you need to know about this is that this can be not having enough financially. This can also be not having enough as far as emotionally. This may be that you're with a partner that just doesn't know how to emotionally support you, or just doesn't. Maybe they're a workaholic and they don't take the time to. Or this could be, that you feel like, maybe you're single and you just don't have anybody around that is that type of emotional support. And so you're feeling like there's a void, or like there's a incompleteness in that particular part of your life. I'm telling you, I'm smelling rain. So either way, you're going to be very productive. You're either going to be starting to find people that you can create good memories with, or you're going to be starting to see an increase in your finances and in your productivity. All right. So that's what we have for Libra. For some of you, you'll get both, by the way. All right. Next up, let's look at Scorpio for September the 2nd, Sunday. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So on Sunday, what we have is the Nine of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This just means basically that we are missing somebody, or we may be feeling like we don't quite have as much as we would like to support ourselves independently. I think for most of us, this is going to be more about missing somebody than anything financial, though. All right, so that's Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. 2nd of September, Sunday for Sagittarius. La da da da. La da da da. I was waiting, Sagittarius, because you guys had cards that were almost falling the whole way, and I just thought if I wait long enough, one's going to really fall. Okay, so Sagittarius, what you have coming up is the Princess of Wands in reverse. This just tells me that you're not feeling like your normal self on Sunday. You may not be feeling very motivated. You may be feeling like, this is a really great day to just lay around on the couch and watch TV and nap and stuff like that. I just see this as being more of a low energy day for you, Sagittarius, on Sunday. Maybe petting the cat. Letting the cat keep you company as you lounge on the couch. All right, so let's move on to Capricorn for September the 2nd, Sunday. By the way, anybody in here, if you would like to book a private reading with me, a live reading with me, I should say, or a 1 or 2 question recorded reading with me, or if you'd like to have a Reiki session with me, you can find all that information on my website. Check out my website, get a hold of me. All my contact information is there, and we'll get you scheduled quickly. My website is www.amista.info. There is no .com on my website. Please don't try to make that fit in somewhere because you won't find me if you do that. It is just amista.info. So Capricorns, your card. Sweetness. You guys got the Ace of Cups. This just means that you're discovering something that you really enjoy or love. This can be the beginning of a new friendship, a new romantic partnership. This can be the beginning of a new hobby or a new project, something that you're really enjoying and loving. No matter how you slice it, it's a good card, Capricorn. Next, let's look at Aquarius. This is Aquarius for Sunday, September the 2nd. Excuse me. Okay, so Aquarius, what you have coming up here is the Green Woman. All right, so for those of you who are interested romantically in women, this is somebody who, like if I was talking to somebody who was single and who was looking for a female partner, I would say this person has all the ideal traits that you typically look for in a partner. Okay, so you'll be interacting with somebody like that if you're interested in a female as far as romantic partners. Okay. Now, for the female version of Aquarius, what I feel like this is saying for you is that you are being that ideal person. You're being somebody who has a lot of integrity, somebody who is a good friend to the people around you, somebody who is reliable. You're also being somebody who is nurturing and uplifting and empowering on Sunday, Aquarius, for female Aquariuses. All right, next, let's look at Pisces. Okay, so Pisces. For Sunday, September the 2nd. All right, so Pisces, what you have showing up here is the King of Pentacles. I know I took a minute to show it to you. I was just feeling around for what's the story on this card for you guys. I do feel like this is talking about how you're feeling or how you're operating on Sunday, Pisces. When I've got the King of Pentacles in reverse, this is telling me that this is somebody who maybe financially you're broke, but more importantly to me, this is somebody who feels broken. Okay. And when I say somebody who feels broken, I don't mean like I feel that you are broken when I check on your energy. What I mean is that you are feeling like a broken person on Sunday. Like your self-esteem may be totally in the toilet. Somebody may have said or done some things that made you really question everything about yourself. That type of thing. Like you're just coming up like you feel like you are a broken person. So Advice here is realize that what other people think about you is not, and I repeat, not the most important thing. And how other people react to you is not the most important thing. The most important thing is, what do you think of you? What do you think of you? And if you believe in God, what does God think of you? Those are the two most important things. What other people think of us really doesn't matter. They don't know us. They don't know our backgrounds. They don't know what we've been through. They don't know what we're going to. But Sacred Spirit, aka God, has seen it all, knows exactly where it's all going. He gets us. What does he think of you? Check in with him. Ask him. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. All right? The one thing that I really love about doing readings is, well, there's a lot of things I love, but this is one of the main ones, that whenever I get a client in front of me, whether it's on Skype, whether it's on the phone, whether it's on person, I get to see them as Sacred Spirit sees them. So I get to see you guys with all of the potential that you actually have. And I get to see you guys as God sees you. And I will tell you guys that there are so many people who beat up on themselves and think about how terrible they are, and that's what they're focused on when they think about themselves. Sacred Spirit does not see us like that. Sacred Spirit sees all the wonderful things of us, all the healthy attributes of us, all the goodness of us. It doesn't matter if the world would call us 99% corrupt, terrible, bad, spawn of the devil, whatever they would say. Sacred Spirit does not see any of that. Even if you only have 1% goods, that's what Sacred Spirit sees. They see the good. They see the potential. They see what you're doing right. Okay? So it's important to realize that just because the world might think you're a mess, or whatever they say to you, because they say all kinds of crazy, terrible, cruel, hurtful things, because really they're mad at themselves and they got to take it out on somebody else. Sacred Spirit doesn't see you like they see you. Sacred Spirit just sees your good and your potential. And I think it's important for us to remember that when we're trying to figure out, what do we think of us? Because it's really important. What does the Creator actually think of us? Because if the Creator has an opinion of us, that's probably the most objective one around. Let's pay attention to that one. Okay? And that's what I'm feeling for you, Pisces. Like, it's really time to get tuned into, what does the Creator think of me? I don't really care what all these other people think of me. I don't care what all these other people think about all my tattoos. I don't care what they think about me if I'm addicted. I don't care what they think about me if I'm in some other kind of mess. I don't care what they think about me because I don't have enough money. What does the Creator think about me? What does the Creator see in me that's good? And if you ask Sacred Spirit, he'll tell you. He'll tell you. You just have to be quiet and listen. And then you just have to focus on, I've got my strong points too. And if you don't like it, as one of my friends says, goo on you. Okay, so that's for Pisces, and that covers everybody. Thank you all for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate it. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.